All right, so Kevin, here I am. I'm a candidate who's passively looking. Should I put my search on hold, knowing that we are experiencing this downturn in the economy right now?
Absolutely not. And it's a great question though, Paul. And here's why. There are companies that are hiring, believe it or not, for essential positions. Companies are still hiring. I have 7 or 8 clients right now that we are actively interviewing controller and CFO
That's
positions.
encouraging.
It is because the smart companies realize, and we talked about this earlier, they realize there's an opportunity here. And even if I'm not going to hire the person today or next week, I can certainly push out their start date. Companies are actually doing remote onboarding. We did it this week here at WIS. We remote
Right.
onboarded 2 employees.
Yep.
It works. It's happening. It's out there, and companies that are smart and are forward thinking recognize, I know that when things turn, I need a controller or I need a CFO. Why should I wait until July or August to start interviewing? Because guess what? The candidates that might be available today, they're not going to be available 3 or 4 months from now. So as a passive candidate, this is actually an amazing opportunity for you. Why? Well, you are going to be able to take more interviews now than ever. You're home. You don't have these disruptions at work, or gosh, where am I going to go duck into to take a phone call? I mean, it's funny. I mean, doing this job for a while,
Yeah.
you can always tell when you get somebody at work and they're whispering on the phone like they're under their
Yeah,
desk
right.
taking the call.
The
It's,
underground.
I have they're on the streets of New York City. You hear the taxis beeping in
Right.
the background.
Yep.
Now you're at home. You have that ability to
That's a great point.
take, right? You
Yeah, I
can
didn't
take
think about that.
interviews you
Sure.
wouldn't normally take, because think about it, as a passive candidate, if you're only passively looking, you're going to really pick and choose what interviews to take, in part because you really want to keep burning half days or days off to
You
keep
don't have those.
going on interviews.
Sure.
Now, you know what? That position that I was a little bit on the fence about, I'm going to take that call now, or I'm going to take a Zoom meeting,
Yep.
because what do I have to lose? So you have the opportunity to not only take more calls, but you can be even more selective in your overall job search. You can spend the time performing your due diligence on the company. You're not going to get rushed probably to make a decision, right? And you see this a lot.
Oh
We
yeah.
see it in our industry all the time
Yeah,
because
that's
there's
intense too, to have to make a decision so quickly and give up something that is secure and trade it for that uncertainty. It's hard to evaluate whether or not that's the right decision to make or not.
for sure. And like I said, especially in public accounting, I mean, tax candidates, as you and I know, have been at a premium for years, and fir- firms don't want to wait for candidates. We've taken a different approach. We feel like our hands-off approach works, and we let candidates explore the opportunities to make sure that he or she makes the right decision. But a lot of firms give candidates like a 36 to 48-hour
Yeah.
timeline, and they either have to make a decision or they'll pull the offer. Well, at least now that level of stress and urgency isn't here. So as a candidate, you have more time to kind of go through your due diligence, put together your pros and cons list, and feel much better about a decision you're making. So again, from a passive candidate perspective, use this as an opportunity to see what's out on the market, see what your value is, and who knows, you might come across that perfect opportunity right now. And so I always say, there's never a downside to see what your market is and to see what's out there. There's no harm in taking a phone call or having a Zoom meeting, especially in the environment we're in
And we're
right
in
now.
now. Right. Good.